everyone, today Dảo hiNG take honors to talk with representatives of Brehm School in Illinois, US. And now we will talk with Miss Susan. Hello Miss Susan, how are you today?
I am good. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me to be here.
Welcome you to visit our companies and for students to know about your school. And firstly, you can talk the overviews about your school.
Absolutely, I would love to. Thank you so much. We're Brehm Preparatory School, as you said, in Illinois, USA. We are a small boarding school that works with students that have some learning differences in the classroom. And we teach a holistic program that supports academic, emotional, and social supports to help students reach their potential and become lifelong learners. We look at students kind of across the board and where their strengths are and try to connect them with careers and aspirations in the future based on the strengths that they already have and help teach them how to circumvent issues that they have in learning.
And I have learned that your school recruits the students from grade 6 to 12, right? And for studying in your school, how about the admission requirement?
Absolutely. Our admissions process is a little different from a lot of other schools. The first thing we look at is we ask students and their families to get in cognitive intelligence testing, so a neuropsychological test, which is administered typically at a clinical facility. This tells us a little bit more cognitively about how a student is able to learn. And we also look at achievement tests so that we understand what academic skills the student currently has. Once we receive the testing, we take a look to make sure that we can help support the student in learning other ways in the classroom and socially and emotionally. And then we would ask that the consultants and the families help put together the application. Once we receive that, we then let them know, we would invite them to Skype with us so we get to learn a little bit more about the family and the student. And then if we feel like they would be a good match, we then invite them to campus. So the families and students get a feeling of safety on campus and they're open to ask any questions. And then we would offer them acceptance based on how the student and family feels. We initiate the I-20 forms and then we would stay in contact with them to make sure that everything works out well in the application process.
So it's not difficult to study at your school. And you know, one thing that the international student very interesting is the scholarship. And how about the scholarship? Do your school offer?
Absolutely. So once a student has been accepted by the school and has indicated that they would like to attend school, if it's an international student, we initiate the I-20 form, send it to the student and family. The student and family then apply for the visa. Once that is completed and they have that accepted, then we would work with them on the contract. And part of working with them on the contract is to work out either a payment plan to give them avenues on scholarships, and that would be initiated by a worksheet that is sent directly to the parents. And scholarships are given at the beginning of every school year based on financial need of the family. Absolutely. So all students are invited to take part in all of our recreation clubs that we do after school every day. Every student would get to try a mini club to see which ones are of their interest. And if students are passionate about any specific interest that they've been pursuing over the course of their life, we do everything we can to get them involved, whether it's private lessons, whether it's a group activity. It can be anything from an aspect of the fine arts, art, drama, music lessons, whether it's sports, if it's something that is science related. We try to help them initiate that because we feel that that could be a strength and a career pursuit for a student.
The last question is for international students who have no relative in the US, and when they come to the US alone, maybe the student feel worried, scared, and something like that. And any programs or policies about accommodation for international students?
Absolutely. We have found over the last 33 years that we've had the school that every student will experience some homesickness and some culture shock being in a new environment and being without their family. We have different support groups, and we also involve members of our community in kind of reaching out to the student. Because we're close to a university, we have many faculty from many different cultures that help participate and support and continue ceremonies and cultural interests that students have. So we have volunteers, and then we also keep in very close contact with the family. We encourage the students to have almost daily contact with their families. And then we do transition groups, we do supportive social skills groups, everything from one-on-one to small groups with your peers. So we're more than interested in making sure that all of our students feel safe and comfortable when they come to campus.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. I think the student will know more information about your school. And thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you so much. You've been so kind. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And for more information, you can find on the website www.thongdaiyung.edu.vn.